Hello students, welcome to classroom. So today we will be studying a new chapter. The name of the chapter is Light, Reflection and Refraction, chapter 9. Alright, so in today's class I will be giving you a brief introduction on what is light and some basic concept about light. So let us get into the class. So the first thing that I want to tell you all is the dual nature of light. Okay, so remember class that light has got a dual nature. So dual nature, D-U-A-L, dual nature. Now some of you may be wondering what is this dual nature. I will tell you what is this dual nature. So when we say light has got a dual nature, we mean to say that light has got two natures. Okay, so what are the two natures? So remember, dual means two. Okay, dual means two. So what are the two natures of light? The two natures of light are, let's write here, we have the particle nature and the wave nature. All right, so light has got two nature. Light exists as a particle also, and sometimes light can exist as a wave. So sometimes light can behave like a particle, and sometimes light can behave like a wave. This is the meaning of duality. Okay, so when we say light has got dual nature, what you should understand is that light has got two natures: particle nature, okay, and wave nature. Okay, so for class 10, around 80% of the topic is covered by this particle nature. So we will be focusing more on particle nature. For wave nature, you will be learning more about this in your class 11 and 12. So we will be focusing more on this part, because roughly around 80% of your topics in the chapter will be covered by particle nature. So let us try to understand this particle nature in detail. Okay, so remember that light has got two nature: particle nature as well as wave nature. Okay, now let us define what light is, because we are going to start about light, so we need to know what light is. So first let us define what light is. So what is light? A very important question. What is light? What is light? Question mark. The answer is light is a form of energy, which enables us to see. Okay, this is the definition of light. What is light? Light is a form of energy. Remember class that there are different forms of energy. Okay, we have got sound energy, we have got heat energy, we have got chemical energy, okay, mechanical energy, potential energy, kinetic energy. There are different forms of energy, okay, in the world that we live. So light is one of them. Okay, just like heat energy, sound energy, light is also one of the different forms of energy. So light is a form of energy which enables us to see. Okay, it enables us to see. Okay, it enables us to see. Okay, I'll just give a simple scenario. Now you can see me, okay, because of light. If I remove all the light, or for example, if we remove every object which produces light from this world, then there will be no light. Then do you think that we will be able to see our surroundings? Okay, do you think that I will be able to see the walls in my room if there were no light? Of course not, is it not? So like that. So because of the presence of light, we are able to see. So light enables us to see. Okay, of course you need eyes also. Okay, your eyes are a special organ which are sensitive to light. So if you close your eyes, then again still it is dark, so you won't be able to see. So you have to open your eyes. When you open your eyes, the reflected rays enter your eyes and you are able to see. We will be discussing more about these things in the upcoming videos. So okay, for today let us learn that light is a form of energy which enables us to see. Okay, currently we are at the definition of light. Okay, now another important thing that I want to tell you about light is where light can travel. So light can travel through a medium, okay, and space or vacuum. Okay, what is the spelling of vacuum? V-A-C-U-U-M. I think this is the spelling of vacuum, no? So vacuum. Okay, light can travel through space and vacuum. Okay, so what is a medium here? Light can travel through medium. What do we mean by medium? Okay, by medium we mean solid, liquid and gas. Okay, the three states of matter. By medium I mean solid, liquid and gas. All right, so light can travel through solid, yes or no? Do you agree that light can travel through solid? Do you have doubt? Okay, example, I'll give an example. After the example it will be clear. Light can travel through solid. Which example should I give you? Glass. Okay, the best example is glass. Is glass not a solid? Yes, so glass is a solid and light can pass through glass. That means light can pass through solid. Okay, besides glass, a transparent plastic also. Plastic is a solid, transparent plastic. Okay, vehicle headlights are made up of transparent plastic these days. Okay, in the olden days they were made of glass, but now they have replaced with plastic. Okay, so glass are solid, light can pass through solid. Now, can light pass through liquid? Yes, water. Okay, light can pass through water. So water is a liquid, light can pass through liquid. Then gas, can light pass through gas? The answer is yes. See, I am surrounded by air and light is passing through air. Okay, it's reflecting on my body, is hitting my body. So light can pass through, light can travel through gas also. So light can travel through medium. Medium means solid, liquid and gas. And finally, light can travel through space or vacuum. They are both same. Okay, space and vacuum. Okay, space, outside the earth atmosphere we have space. The distance between the earth and the moon, we have space in between. Between the earth and the sun, we have space in between. So outside the earth atmosphere everything is space. Okay, vast space. Okay, and sunlight travels all the way from the sun to the earth, passing through this space. Okay, got it? So space and vacuum same. Light can also travel through vacuum. Okay, but remember, sound cannot travel through space. Okay, in space sound cannot travel. Okay, but light can travel, okay, without any hindrance in space also. All right, so let's continue. Let us go to the next. So what more should I tell you? Now I'll tell you about some properties of light. Okay, so let us discuss some properties of light. I hope you are making notes, students. Please make notes. Okay, today's class is an introduction before we go into the chapter, because you need to have a good concept, okay, on light and its properties, because the lesson is about light. Now let's discuss some properties of light. So properties of light. Properties of light. Now the first property number one, light is made up of photons. So light is made up of photons. Now what are these photons? What are these photons? So light is made up of photons. See, photons are the atoms of light. Okay, remember that. So by photons we need the tiny atoms of, okay, atoms, why am I writing it away? Atoms of light. Okay, or we can also say light particles. Okay, light particles. The atoms of light are known as photons. Photons are light particles. Okay, they are the size of the atom only, so they are called as atoms of light. So the first property is light is made up of photons. All right, then point number two, what will be point number two? That light always travels in a straight line, which we call it as the rectilinear propagation of light. So light always travels in a straight line. Okay, this property of light has a single name to it. The name is called rectilinear propagation. Okay, so rectilinear, okay, propagation. Now, is today's lecture going to be important for you? The answer is, of course, it will be important for you. Now, how will it be important for you? See, students, it will be important for you in your MCQs. Okay, MCQs can be set from this kind of topics. Okay, so you have to know these things because you have 15 marks MCQs, is it not? So, and MCQs, okay, can be asked from any topic from anywhere in the textbook. So MCQs, you have to know these points and you have to have a strong grip on these points, okay, so that you can score very well in your MCQs. Okay, then the third point, speed of light, very important, very important point, speed of light. We all should know the speed of light. Put star mark, okay, 3 star marks. Okay, so speed of light, it is represented by the alphabet, or we can say letter C. Okay, C. Speed of light is represented by the letter C. And what is the speed of light? Anybody who knows the speed of light? It is something into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So what number do I put here? 1, 2, 3? 1 or 2 or 3? Yes, it's 3. Okay, so the speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, so these are some properties of light that you should know. Okay, now what do I tell you? Okay, let us discuss a little bit more on how do we see. Okay, how do we see, and also how do we see color. Okay, these things are important. So the next thing that we will discuss will be, how do we see each other? How do we see? How do we see? A big question mark. Okay, question, how do we see? And what is the answer? So let's discuss, okay, first, then we'll write the answer. So actually the answer is just a one word. Okay, the answer is just one word. So how do we see each other? See, we see each other because of reflection of light. So the answer is reflection. I told you, the answer is just one word. So the answer is very simple. Reflection. Reflection of light only. We see each other because of reflection of light. Okay, let me tell you how. See, so earlier I was telling you, I used an example where I told you that if every object which produces light in this world is taken out, removed out, then everything will be dark. In the dark, I cannot see anything, isn't it? So I may be surrounded by a wall, or there may be a tree in front of me, but it is so dark that I do not see. So if there is no light, then I cannot see the things around me. Do we all agree? Yes. Okay, now let's say somehow light is produced. Let's say we bring an object which is producing light. So the object produces light, then the light will fall on the object. Let us take a tree, for example. So the light will fall on the object, which is the tree, and the tree will reflect back light, and the reflected light from the tree will enter my eye, and then I'll be able to see. So I am able to see the tree because of reflection of light. I am able to see the tree because the tree reflected the light. Okay, so because the tree reflects back light, I am able to see. So the answer to this question, how do we see? The answer is because of reflection of light. So we see objects because the objects reflect light. On this note, I will tell you, if your hand did not reflect light, then if your hand allows light to pass through, if your hand did not reflect light, but rather if your hand allows light to pass through, then will you be able to see your hand? Will you be able to see your hand? The answer is no, is it not? The answer is no. Your hand will be literally invisible because light can pass through. Are you getting this idea or not? Imagine, okay, think deep on this one. If your hand, okay, if your hand did not reflect light, rather if your hand, if light can pass through your hand, then your hand will be literally invisible, isn't it? Are you getting it? Yes, but it is not so. My hands, they reflect back light. Thereby, I can see my hand is right here with me. Okay, so my hands are here with me. I can see my hand. Reason being, they reflect light. They do not let light to pass through, and thereby they are visible to me. So my hand reflects light. My hand is visible to me. Anything which do not reflect light, they are invisible to me. For example, I am surrounded by air. I am surrounded by air, but the air does not reflect back light. Rather, air allows light to pass through. Thereby, air is visible or invisible? What is the answer, class? Air is invisible. So anything which do not reflect back light, okay, anything which allows light to pass through, they become invisible. But anything which reflects back light, for example, this marker, it reflects back light, so it is visible to me. That's how things around us are visible. Okay, so the answer is, how do we see objects? The answer is very simple, because of reflection of light. The object reflects light, and since the object reflects light, when the reflected ray enters our eye, we are able to see objects. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, then we go to the another topic. How do we see color? How do we see color? So another very important question, how do we see color? Okay, for example, let me just take one stuff here. Let me take the cap of this marker. So the cap of this marker, if I ask you what color is the cap of this marker, your answer will be red, isn't it? Now, do you know why or how it is red? Okay, why is it red and no other color? The answer is, again, because of reflection of light. So the answer is reflection. How do we see color? Again, the answer is because of reflection of light. So both seeing objects as well as seeing color, or the objects having color, the answer is reflection. I will tell you how is color of an object related to reflection. In order to understand this, class, we are all aware that the sunlight contains 7 colors, which we know it as Vibgyor, isn't it? Vibgyor. So sunlight has got all these 7 colors in it. Okay, if all the 7 colors come at one time, okay, if all the 7 colors enter your eyes at one go, then what color will it appear like? It will appear white. Okay, if all the 7 colors enter your eye at one go, then the color you will see is white. Got it? Remember that. Now, so this marker, this surface, this object, what happens is that sunlight falls on this marker, on this cap. So all the colors go inside this object, go inside this cap. Now this cap has absorbed all the colors. This cap has kept all the colors to himself, except red. So it is reflecting light. It is reflecting red, and that is how this cap gets its color. Okay, so objects getting their color is because of the light, because of the color they are reflecting. Okay, because of the color they're reflecting. So this cap is red in color because it has kept all the colors with himself. It has kept violet with himself, it has kept indigo with himself, it has kept blue also, green also, yellow also, orange also, but it is reflecting red. Thereby the substance, this object, gets red in color. So when you view this cap, it will appear red to you because it is reflecting red. So remember, class, that objects get color because of reflection. We are able to see objects because of reflection. All right, so this is everything that we will be discussing today. Okay, there will be, then from the next video on, we will go to the core topics. So in the next video, we will be talking about reflection in detail, the laws of reflection. Okay, so stay tuned, keep watching and learn, and do not forget to study. Okay, God bless you all.